June 13th, summer vacation. There are a million things I could think of doing, but here I am sitting in the back seat with Janice. Sometimes I wish I didn't have a twin sister. Why couldn't I have an identical one? That would be fun. I don't want to look at her, but she looks so stupid listening to her Walkman and bouncing up and down as she dances. I probably shouldn't say anything since I'm not lucky enough to have mine. What does Dad think he'll accomplish by making me write in this stupid journal anyway? I swear, make one mistake and he acts like it's the end of the world. I'm sure I'm not the only kid on the planet to get caught ditching. I still passed, so what's the big deal, right? Speaking of Dad, he drives so damn slow. He must like looking at trees. That's all there is to see. Trees, trees, and more trees. We round a corner, trees. I think he's taking us deep into the woods so no one will hear us scream. I don't know how long I fell asleep for, but we're here. I have to admit this is a pretty nice place. Not surprisingly, there are a lot of trees, but hidden among them is the house. It looks small from a distance, but up close it's huge, almost menacing. I could see this place as a backdrop for a horror movie, but that's just me. Dad and Sis love it. Mom's not really saying anything. She's just staring. When Janice ran inside, I couldn't help but laugh. What if we're at the wrong house? Wow, what a smell. I knew the house is old. I can tell by the furniture. Everything looks original. It all smells original, too. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe like all the windows haven't been opened in 100 years. Other than that, the house is okay. Nothing special, just a normal house, except for the door. Next to the stairs is a locked door. I tried my best to open it, but no luck. There is a lock in it. Maybe that'll be my summer activity. Find the key. Thank God my room doesn't smell. There is a nice view of the front of the house, which is good. The bad? I'm next door to Janice and across from Mom and Dad. I'm trapped. What's a poor 16-year-old to do? This town is weird. We went into town to eat dinner since we weren't really prepared. I didn't expect a grand welcome or anything like that, but the constant stares made dinner uncomfortable. It was strange. It was like they knew us but refused to speak to us. Dad wanted to get up and ask everyone what their problem was, but Mom stopped him. I wish she hadn't. A funny thing before I go to bed. I noticed there's no dust or cobwebs anywhere in this house. Seems odd, but I need to stop thinking about it. I don't want to freak myself out. June 14th. I don't remember the last time I slept so good. I don't even remember falling asleep. All I know is I feel great. I ran downstairs hoping Mom would have one of her big breakfasts ready. Nope. Mom and Dad were out and about, hoping to make friends. At least that's what the note said. I guess they wanted to introduce themselves, seeing as how bad dinner was last night. Can't say I blame them. Can't say I'd tried to be nice to anyone either. I should be mad. Here they made me and Janice come on this stupid trip and they ditch us. I've never had a porch before. It's kind of nice to just sit and do nothing. I was almost asleep when I saw her. I don't know who she is, but I'm guessing she lives somewhere around here. She was hiding behind a tree, so I didn't get a good look at her. From what I could see, she had long flowing hair and a nice slim body. I'm guessing she's around my age, but I'm not sure. I called out hello, but she didn't answer. I tried waving, but that didn't work either. When I stood up, she ran away. I thought about chasing her, but she was too fast. I hope she comes back. I also hope she's cute. Then maybe this summer won't be so bad. I thought I heard the phone ringing, so I went inside. Couldn't find one anywhere. Then I realized it was coming from behind the locked door. What a stupid place to put the only phone. June 15. God is torture when you're waiting for something you don't even know will happen. It felt like I was on that porch for an eternity. Again, right as I was about to fall asleep, she showed up. This time she wasn't behind a tree. She was out in the open. Damn, she is very cute. Her hair was parted down the middle. It rested over her shoulders and ran down to her stomach. Her skin looked smooth, almost like one of those porcelain dolls Mom used to have. I didn't want to scare her, so I sat still. She smiled and waved. I waved back, but didn't get up. She motioned me over. As soon as I stood up, she giggled and ran. I thought about sitting back down, but she stopped and motioned me again. Damn, there were a lot of trees. Luckily, she followed a well-used dirt path. I was so focused on staying on the path that, by the time I reached the end of it, I didn't realize the girl wasn't around. My attention was drawn to the large lake. The water was calm and relaxing. So much so, I didn't see the girl was standing behind me. It startled me when she said hi. I laughed because I didn't want her to know she really scared me. Once I looked at her, I didn't care about anything. She had the most amazing eyes and a beautiful smile. She said her name was Camy. I wonder if Mom and Dad will let me stay past the summer. We had a brief talk, mostly introductions. Camy had to go but promised to meet me again tomorrow. She'd have all day to talk. I can't wait. June 16. What a rough night. I was so excited I didn't do anything but toss and turn. Mom made breakfast, waffles with bacon and hash browns. Normally that's my favorite, but I wasn't hungry. What a surprise. It didn't matter. She made me sit down and eat. The breakfast conversation was interesting and a little confusing. I told Mom and Dad about Camy. I told them I had met her at the lake and was going to meet her there after breakfast. Dad wondered where she lived. Before I could say anything, Dad mentioned he and Mom couldn't find any neighbors when they were out. I told Dad I'd ask Camy. Maybe they didn't walk deep enough into the woods. I was surprised Mom didn't say anything. She usually has 10 cents worth of comments. She looked like she was busy thinking. It's easy to get lost in the water once you sit and watch it. It's so relaxing. It's almost hypnotic. I didn't even see Camy approach me. It was odd. It only felt like we were sitting together for a few minutes. Next thing I know, I looked out at the horizon and saw the sun setting. It's funny, I know we talked because I told her about me, but I have no idea what she talked about. The only thing I remember is when Camy stood up and told me she had to go home. She did say she thought our house was the best on the lake and always wanted to go inside it. I invited her over for dinner, but she shook her head and smiled. She didn't feel the time was right. As soon as Camy left, I thought of Dad. I forgot to ask her where she lived. Maybe tomorrow I can get her to show me. Can't sleep. It's freezing in here. Weird since it's summer. I don't know why, but every time I close my eyes, I feel like someone's watching me. Even with my lamp on, this room is so dark. I know I have an active imagination, but I just heard something. Footsteps. June 17. I'm going to give myself a heart attack. I had to stop writing last night because I couldn't control my shaking. I'm laughing now, but last night I was hiding under my blankets. I don't remember how long it took me to fall asleep. I just remember waking up. Dad wasn't around for breakfast. Mom said he had a headache and was resting. She didn't seem too concerned, so I guess it wasn't that bad. Mom said Dad couldn't sleep last night, which made me feel much better. It was probably him walking around last night. The lake was calm as usual. I wish I knew how to describe it better. I guess English is helpful after all. Camy showed up late. She told me she didn't have much time because she promised her mom she would go into town with her to buy groceries. Camy didn't waste much time when she sat down. She held my hand and put her head on my shoulder. I'd really enjoy every minute I get to spend with Camy. I'm starting to think she could be girlfriend material. I know my brain's moving way too fast, but I can't help it. Camy is like the lake. She puts me at ease. I wonder if Mom and Dad will let me stay longer. I know, wishful thinking. Before Camy left, she gave me a kiss. It wasn't a big deal. It was just a peck on the cheek. I still seemed to lose track of time, though. When I woke up, I noticed Camy had left her necklace and locket. It looks like a heart, but it's rusted so bad. I didn't try to open it. I didn't want to break it. Maybe a replacement would be a nice gift. After dinner, I went up to my room. I couldn't help it. I couldn't keep my hands off the locket. I feel stupid for writing this, but I can feel Camy's energy when I hold it. I wish I knew what was inside. Sounds like Dad can't sleep again, and he's got Mom up with him. I hear them whispering, but I can't make out what they're saying. I'm too tired to get up and tell them to go to bed. Good night.